All right, now that we have our form created for us, you can see I'll cover some of the options for, of course you'll want to modify this to your needs. And so under contact form 7, we go ahead and minimize that. Well, let's cover mail first. So under mail, this is basically saying how, when someone fills this form out and they send it to you, will it show up in your email inbox? So we're going to send to, and you'll put your email address in here. From, this is just this field that we're pulling in up there. In the subject line will be homepage anchor and form, and all of the content of the fields are pulled in here. So, Contact Form 7 has some great documentation. You can just check that out online. So under by visiting Contact Form 7, you can just go to FAQ and Docs and just go crazy on adding fields and things like that. You can also just generate tags. So for instance, if you wanted to generate a simple text area, it'll give you a bunch of options, and then it says put this in the mail field. So then you can just add this in the mail field, and then it'll say copy this into the form on your left. And so you can just add simple fields that way. So if I paste that in, you can see how that works out. And you can see we added a big text field in there. So those are just different ways that you can easily add fields and adjust them. Check out the documentation to get your hands super dirty in them. Things like room type, though, are really easy. You can just see there's these options here. So you, instead of single, double, and deluxe, you can just type in your room example here. And then you can also, of course, keep adding more rooms. So room example 2, and then I'm going to do room example 3. And then if we save this form, we can view it, and you can see that we have these additional room examples. So it's really easy to do things like that, or add more options for the adult and children, if you have like a 10-person room and things like that. So that should cover Contact Form 7 as far as the homepage form goes. Edit it as you need. It should be really functional, or leave it as it is as well as another option. So let's go and we'll cover this booking page form now. It basically, what we're going to do now is create a new page. So under pages, let's add a new page, and let's call this one booking form example. And then we're going to follow pretty much the same exact steps. I'm going to open it in a new tab so we can just tab over back and forth. And so let's go to contact, and let's copy this booking form shortcode just like the home page. And then let's paste it onto our page, update it, and view the page. And by default, our form will display like this. And if you want it just like our live preview, you can go to our documentation and copy over the fields. So you scroll down to booking page reservation form, and it shows you a picture of what you're going to see. And we're going to copy the form text, paste it under form, and then copy the message body and display it under the message body. And then let's go ahead and click save. And you can see the form will pop up just like your live preview now, with all the same options as that. And then once again, if you want to modify these fields, do whatever you need to for the fields. You can add new ones, edit the existing ones, and go to town on your form, and you can just do some really cool things for the booking form. And you'll notice in our live preview, for instance, in our rooms, if you clicked on the check availability, they sent you to the booking form. And so you can always just copy that URL, and then while you're editing your room post, you can change that button link to the booking one. So now when we go to our rooms and you click check availability, you can just go straight to the booking form. You have tons of options, though. Adjust it however you need to, link to whatever pages you want under there.